going on YouTube? KReese here. Today going to do a little video for you on how to replace the interior lights inside of your, well, whatever kind of vehicle you have really. They make light kits for all different applications. Just make sure that you get the right bulbs for your application. But anyway, these are going in my 2001 Ford F150. These are super white. These are SMD LEDs, which are surface. Somebody's blowing my phone up right now. Sorry about that. Surface mount LED. Surface mount diode is what the SMD stands for, and then just LED, which is light emitting diode. But these are super white. They're supposed to run cooler, use less power, and last for, I forget how many hundreds of thousands of hours, a long time. You should never have to replace these once you put them in. But they're super white, a very clean, bright light. I'll take you out to the truck. I'll show you the factory lights that I have in there right now. Please, people, leave me alone. And I will show you all what that looks like. And we'll do a comparison so you can see the difference. So let's get out to the truck and get started. Alright, so as y'all can see, I got one light there on that door. Two. There's a dome light. And then there's one here and one here. So that's 3, 4, 5 from the inside. It's an 11-piece kit. It looks like there's, I would say, 2 back here in my tail light cover, the bed light. Well, it's dark, but 1, 2 on either side of the rear back here by the license plate. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's right, and there's 2 spare ones. So that's everything. So I don't see that we'll need much more than a Phillips head screwdriver and a small flathead just for prying. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Sorry it's dark, but I wanted to, you know, kind of give y'all a idea of what it looks like at nighttime out here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna turn these aerial lights off, and we'll just get a shot of everything and with just the lights on. Alright, so on this one, as you can see, a little spot right here to the side, so that you can take and just kind of pop off. So we'll pop this off. Alright guys, so I know I started on this, it was nighttime. I had a little accident and pushed the bulb inside. I had to take the door panel off and put everything back. But anyway, got the bulb out. This is the bulb here. So we'll just go ahead, match it up and compare it. It's going to be one of these. So we'll go ahead and take these out and go ahead and pop one in. Okay guys, so as you can see, that is super bright. I am really happy with this. I cannot wait to see what this looks like at light time. That thing is putting off a ton of light. And just a tip for these, if you at first put them in and it doesn't light up, simply switch the bulb over, reverse the polarity, and put it back in. So essentially what you're doing is just taking it, turning it 180 degrees and reinserting it. So here's a before shot during the day. And wow, since I'm an expert at getting that other one off, we'll go ahead and pop this one off too and replace it real quick. And I'll tell y'all something that's helped me. One of the reasons I couldn't get a grip on that bulb the other night with my fingers, these rubber gloves really help to grip the glass. And also those bulbs are hot, so it puts a little layer of protection in between you and the hot bulb. So a pair of rubber gloves is a good idea. So we'll go ahead and tackle this dome light up top. It looks like there's a tab here, here, and here and here. Looks like one there also. So we're going to go ahead and very carefully remove this by using the flathead screwdriver and popping this out. So the way I just did this, guys, put a flathead in here and you just kind of pop this out because it's under pressure. and it just comes down like that. And as you can see, that light there is very, very hot. So, I mean, it's burnt the plastic right there. That light's so warm. And these LEDs are supposed to be super, super cool running. And you can't feel this right now, y'all, but this plastic is scorching from having these lights. So we're gonna go ahead and install those LEDs up here now. It looks like, I'm not sure, but it looks like to gain access to these lights, I may have to remove these 2 Phillips head screws, or 3 Phillips head screws rather, and let this cover down to gain access to those lights. But at first it looks like I'm gonna have to remove this bulb here. So let's see how that works. I'm gonna remove this bulb, take these 3 screws out, and we'll pull this cover down. So we got this big hot bulb removed first. Now it looks like we can go ahead and remove these screws, drop this cover down, and we'll get to those other ones. Alright guys, so we got those 2 screws removed. As you can see, there's when you remove the one screw here, it goes there. This one goes in here, but it's just kind of staying in. Although it unscrewed, it's still in here, but we'll probably leave this here just for a second. What we're gonna do now, as you can see, there's these covers over the back. Looks like you'll have to, these bulbs come out from the rear, so we're gonna have to take this cover, remove this cover off. But what we're gonna do to make it easier is we're gonna undo this electrical clip here, lift up on it. We'll go ahead and put all the bulbs in this housing, clip it back up, and then go ahead and install it. And as you can see, Ford has made it pretty easy. They tell you remove for bulb service. So we're just gonna pop this off. I'm not sure exactly how it goes now, but I'll let y'all know. But we're gonna pop this off and take these bulbs out. We'll go ahead and put, looks like they gave us these 3 here. So we'll put 1, 2, 3 of those in this housing. Alright guys, so I went ahead and removed this. I'll show you how it works. This just kind of drops down in here. This clip just pops down in here ever so slightly. It's a very light piece of metal, not really much to it, just a little heat guard, but it just pops down into place. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these bulbs and replace them. And it's very easy when you remove these. Just press on these tabs side to side and lift the bulb out. Sometimes you can use to kind of help you a small flathead to get in between to make a gap. But when you put them back in, you just press them in till they click. And these are pretty loose. So what I'll do is probably take a set of needle nose here and just kind of squeeze down on them slightly, just so they don't spin too much. But they should be hanging down. They ought to not turn, so it may not be that big of an issue. But what I'll tell y'all, same thing with the other ones. Revert with the reverse polarity. If this does not work, we can take them and turn them around. So before we put everything back in, we'll hook this up and we'll see if we have power. We have power to everything. But as you can see how I have to tap that. I'll need to, like I said with the needle nose pliers, crimp that, and see they're kind of flickering. They aren't making good contact. This light, see, you flip it on, you kind of touch them. I'll need to tighten these down some just to make them where they fit good, because right now they're kind of loose. These heads on this aren't as big as the ones on the other bulbs. That's the problem here. So we'll take these out, we'll tighten them down so when we pop them in they have a good fit. So what we'll do, y'all, is I'll take these needle nose, we're just gonna squeeze these in, just bend them some, both on all 3 of these so they make good contact. And when you're doing this, guys, make sure that you aren't gonna try to bend the tabs in with the bulb in. Take the bulb out first. once the bulb's out, then just take your needle nose, squeeze on these tabs. So see, right there we've already changed the gap in between these. So this ought to work much better. We'll do this side too. And just to show y'all, with the smaller gap, you have to apply a little more pressure. If y'all can hear that. And these are in there, they don't want to turn as easy. So I think this ought to do the trick. So just a tip to you guys when you're putting this back in, pay attention to on the lights here, the ones you turn on and off, like your reading lights. If you're trying to read a map or something while you're just at nighttime, or they kind of shine over. This one shines more to the driver's side and this one more towards passenger. Pay attention to when you put the bulb in. God, these things are super bright, y'all. I love them. That you turn, you can angle this towards the way the light will be coming out. So instead of putting it in facing straight down, turn it at an angle so you get more of the light actually going out to what you're going to be looking at. And these bulbs here are reverse polarity, so make sure that when you go to put them in, that you have your have it hooked up, and that way so you can tell. See, if I touch that side to that side, nothing, right? But we flip it around 180, we got light. Make sure you put your metal covers back on before you're done. Not that you would need them, because these lights don't put off near the amount of heat as the regular incandescent bulbs do, due to the filament having to be heated versus these diodes here. But put them back on, keep it factory, nice and clean. Go ahead and reinstall. Alright, so housing back on, your cover back on. Go ahead and check. Wow, that's super bright, y'all. Like, ridiculous amount of light. And we'll go ahead and open the door. Hot dog. Can't wait to see this thing at night. Get to these, you go around the back side of the bulb up under the truck. So when you're under here, this is what you're looking at. This bulb right here. And so to take that bulb out like I just did, you just grasp the housing here on the back side of the bulb. You just grab this, turn it a quarter of a turn to the left, and remove. Go ahead and turn your parking lights on, that way you know if you have power, and make sure that you don't reverse the polarity. Alright, so we got both of the license plate lights in. So the bed light's pretty simple. Remove 2 Phillips head screws, 1 on each side. Bring this down. The light for the brake is here. The other 2 lights, 1 here and 1 on that side. So we'll go ahead, I'm going to take a rag and just clean this up in here a little bit, and we'll go ahead and remove these bulbs. And one of the reasons I always like to clean everything up before you go to working on it, you can see instructions. Like really small here, you can see it says remove, and it's got an arrow pointing that way and that way, so counterclockwise you turn this until it removes. See? Just like that. Alright, so we're out here at my truck. It's dark. All the lights are in. Let's see how it looks. Whoa. Super bright. Turn this on, we'll check out our tag lights. Got the bed light. I'm happy. I hope y'all like it. Subscribe to my channel to see for more videos. Like this video. Thanks for watching, y'all. Also, see what difference it makes. So for trying to read something in front of you, read a map. So say if you took this, you want to read the back of it. Pretty good light, y'all. I'm pretty happy with it. Inside the truck, doors closed. Open the doors. Alright.